Alright, we're going to show you how to do non-destructive reflective text here, which is text that I can then change and hold the reflection. So first thing we need to do, let's go ahead and type pizza. Now I'm going to make an intentional misspelling here, and I'll show you why in a little bit. So what I have is the word pizza, sort of, and I'm going to create this, turn this into a smart object, and this is the trick that allows me to go back and change this later. So if I right click and I say convert to smart object on the layer, it turns that text into its own little smart object. And what a smart object is, it's an object that lives separate of the actual Photoshop document, so I can go and make changes. So now I'll go through the regular reflective text phase, which to do reflective text, the first thing I need to do is duplicate this layer. So you might remember the shortcut key Command J to do a duplicate. So now you see I have an exact copy of that. I now need to flip this vertically so it's upside down. So I can go up to help in case you forget where, and I can do vertical and see the option transform vertical. So it's under edit, transform, flip vertical. And now I'll take that and I'll align the baseline of these two texts so that they sort of start to look like a reflection here. And now I need to create a little fade effect on here. And the easiest or the best way to do that is I'm going to apply a mask to this smart object. So I'm on the copy layer here and I do a mask. And now I want to take the gradient tool over here on the left hand side, which is nothing more than a drawing tool similar to a brush or what have you. But what I want is it to go from black to white. Because remember, anywhere on a mask, if I paint black, it will go away, white will show up. So I take the gradient tool, which will give me that perfect black to white fade, and I choose the color to go black to white. And then I want to do it in a line. So I have a bunch of different options for what kind of gradient. I want to make sure it's set to a straight line option. Now I can apply a fade to that. And the great part about the gradient tool is I can drag this a number of ways, a number of different styles, and it will actually give me that fade that I'm looking for without having to undo and all that stuff. So I kind of experiment and draw until I get a fade that I like, which that one looks pretty good right there. And the final step to do the reflection is just to turn this opacity down, and now you can see I kind of have that look. Now, that's all good and well, and we could have done that without the smart objects, but the cool part about the smart objects is now, since this is the original smart object and this is a duplicate of it, if I change this one, the top one will change as well. So let me show you how that works. I want to go add my other Z in. So to open the smart object, I just double click that little smart object icon that's there, and you can see I have my text, and now I just type my other Z in. And I'm going to go ahead and crop this a little bit wider so that we can actually see it. Okay, like so, but I want an unconstrained crop, so I need to change that just a little bit. So I've changed my smart object to now say pizza. If I save this, it will actually save the new settings that I have onto my new thing. So you can see very quickly I've changed both of them change to read pizza. And I can do that even crazier. I can come in and I can type something totally different. I can type Ben. And my crop's a little bit off. I want it to be cropped right to the bottom of that. So let me get that just fixed. Okay. Again, if I save that, it will automatically update over here on my actual document, and I might have to do a little bit of small adjusting, but that's the power of doing it with smart objects instead. So that's how you do reflective text with smart objects that you can easily edit. So I could make a whole bunch of these really fast.